Well, as they say in Dragon Tales, hola niños. It's time for another 5 minutes of free advice. And today's advice is on things you should have learned in middle school. And if you didn't, well, mejor tarde que nunca, as my grandma used to say. One thing you should have learned the difference between being independent and being an asshole. I was yelling at a kid the other day for bullying someone, and he said, "But you told me it was okay. You told me that you should be yourself and not, you don't have to live by other people's rules. Didn't you say that?" I said, "No, I did not say that. I said, don't let yourself be defined by other people's limitations. So if they say you are a poor African American kid and you can't be expected to go to college, you shouldn't buy into that. I didn't say it's okay to walk by another kid and shove him into the wall because you had a bad day." So some people think that living by their own rules means that they can do whatever they want. Well, I think there's a difference between a hero and a sociopath. A hero in a story is someone who thinks that they can be bigger, stronger, faster, braver than is expected of them. A sociopath is someone who thinks it's okay to kick over little old ladies' canes and steal their purse. There's a difference. So, in other words, some rules do apply to you, and they're the rules of good behavior. They're the rules of kindness and society and things that make everyone be able to get along. Like don't steal, don't bully, that kind of stuff. And if you think that you can run around, sleep with whoever you want, and tell lies and generally be a bad person, no, that's not being independent. That's not raging against the machine or damn the man or that. That's just being a complete jerk. Stop it. And along with things that you should stop and things that they told me when I was in school that turned out to be true, you're only hurting yourself if you don't study, if you don't work out, if you slack off in your job. Oh my gosh. I was at a middle school this week and I just happened to be in a classroom when students were turning in their homework. And I'll bet 40% of them turned in a blank piece of paper. As my lovely niece Samantha said, why do they even bother? I don't know. But who are they hurting if they don't do their homework and don't study? Maybe they think, again, I'm rebelling against authority. But really, what does that accomplish? As my lovely and perfect daughter Jennifer said to one of her middle school students, I get paid exactly the same whether you fail or not, right? So if you're not doing your homework, if you're not working out in the gym, say, or when you're an adult, if you're slacking off in your job, when the boss isn't looking and not putting in any bit of extra work to learn any more than you could, who is that really hurting? You may think that you're showing that teacher, you're showing that boss that they can't make you do anything, but you're the one who's not going to get into college. You're the one who's not going to get a promotion. So there's several other things you should have learned in middle school, but I only have time for one more. So I will pick the most important one, which you probably should have learned in grade school, but some people apparently never learned it, which is don't lie. I was working with someone today, fortunately not someone who works for our company, but for another company, and they had missed a deadline, missed it pretty badly too, and it was pretty significant. So the proper thing to do in that situation is to say, you know what, we blew it. Drop the ball. We're very sorry. We will do X, Y, and Z to make it up. Well, they did say we'll do X, Y, and Z to make it up, but they said, oh, actually, we really did that on time. We just forgot to inform you that it was done. And that was a lie. And I knew it was a lie. I didn't say anything. Sometimes you think you're getting away with lies, and the other person, for reasons of their own, don't confront you on it. In this case, there wasn't anything particularly to be gained by it. It wouldn't make the deadline have magically been met. And it certainly told me that I didn't want to work with those people in the future. So don't lie. It just gets you in more trouble. I was very disinclined to work with those people again because they had blown this deadline and it was important. But now I'll never work with them again because I know not only can they not be counted on to meet what they said they would at work, but you also can't count on them to tell you the truth and face up to it afterwards. So there's about a million other things I could say on that. But if you haven't done your homework, if you haven't gone to practice, you will always, always, always be in less trouble if you fess up to it. The other thing you should keep in mind is anything that you have to lie about, you should really think why you're doing that. You forgot to get anything for Valentine's Day. Well, buy them 7 Generation games or donate a game in their name. And I'll even send you a free copy of Forgotten Trail and give you 25% off. Just use the discount code ADVICE. You know how to spell that, right?